Allez, on est parti d'abord. Je sais pas si j'ai fait ça. D'abord, Dustborn, premier side, Lens, Comics, groupe numéro 4. Previously, ah non, 12h20, jeudi 17 octobre 2003.
Where are we?
Somewhere in Utah.
No, come on!
We should see what's going on outside.
No, I don't want to go. It's just nice staying like this for a minute. I've met.
Finally! What were you guys doing in there?
We were.
Nothing.
Nothing. I wouldn't call it nothing, but that's just me. I'm old-fashioned like that.
Hard to get up when you're spooning.
Come on, let's go inside!
Why all the excitement? It's just a diner.
Ah, c'est le dîner.
It's not just a diner, it's the diner. It's a Betty's.
A Betty's Diner.
And it's lunchtime. Everyone should eat.
What's the big deal?
Betty's Diner? There could be an actual Betty in there! I give up. You guys have no appreciation for pop culture. Isn't this a beautiful sight?
It's wonderfully kitsch.
Unsure if you're making fun of me or
You know what? We can probably fit your bike in the cargo
Never.
hold
Or mount it to the back of the bus.
Why would I want that?
to hang out inside.
But I like riding my bike.
Wind through my hair, karma beneath my feet. Amazing. I'm just saying, you know, if you get tired of riding by yourself. Do you have room for passenger?
Avec John. C'est vrai que j'avais plus d'un écran en plus. Normaliser. Nous avons appris à banaliser les émotions négatives. Banaliser nous donne la possibilité de faire croire aux gens que certaines attitudes ou émotions sont normales. Il y a quelque chose.
Just taking a moment to myself.
Feeling better?
Better than
At
Oh,
the
shit.
trailer park, you were unwell.
nothing a little sleep couldn't fix. Thanks for checking on me, though. Appreciate it. I just needed some fresh air. And also, ironically, a cigarette.
They'll be ordering soon.
I'm not particularly hungry. And before you turn that into something it's not, it's hard to build up an appetite when you're sitting still all day. But sure, let's go. I can have a coffee.
You guys aren't hungry?
Always.
Never.
Seriously, never?
Well, if I use my
On a des sous au
vocals,
moins?
trembling consumes a ton of energy and feuds fuel. Foods fuel.
Fuel?
Yeah, I've lived my whole life in a commune where everyone took turns cooking, and it was all terrible, so wouldn't know a good meal if it hit me in the face. Yeah.
Well, you've come to the right place. Betty's is paradise.
This is amazing!
So this is a diner.
Only the quintessential American diner. Home to...
Good morning. Welcome to Betty's Diner.
I love you, Betty.
Thanks, hun. I'm Betty. Please feel free to pick any table. I'll step by with menus soon as you're seated.
Thanks, Betty.
You're welcome, sweets.
This table's perfect.
It's right by the window. Anyone can see us.
Let me have this, please. Perfect seat. Say hello to my perfect butt.
Et je regarde s'il y avait rien d'autre, mais
I need to make a phone call.
Should we order for you?
What do people order in diners?
Cheeseburger and fries.
Triple-decker club sandwich.
Tall stack of blueberry pancakes.
All day breakfast.
Ay, this country is insane. I usually have a salad for lunch.
Vol, si on aurait tué la Rider,
Much appreciated.
Except this
Je serais
salad
passé.
will be loaded with bacon bits and croutons and ranch dressing.
What was that?
Nothing. Nothing. What? I don't eat bacon, so I should at least get to order it vicariously through others.
I didn't say anything, okay? You done killing yourself with your toxic Republic smokes?
Trying my best. Once we leave this country, I may never get to smoke real tobacco again. I have Eli's rider mates to thank for these. Should keep me going for a couple of days, at least.
They don't smoke outside the Republic?
It's illegal. At least in Pacifica and
In
Europe.
most of the civilized world. There are flavored steam pens, but nothing with tobacco.
Huh. I don't really know anything about the world outside. It wasn't part of the curriculum.
Huh, what did you study?
The history of the Republic and justice, mostly law, ethics. I know tons of trivia about the president, and JFK, and Mrs. Kennedy.
That's all?
Lots of physical education, martial arts, combat strategies, team sports, that sort of thing.
Okay, folks, drinks?
I'll have a big glass of Betty's Cola from the fountain.
Iced
Iced
tea.
tea.
Oh, you two are a perfect match. Do I sense love in the air?
Jesus,
knows?
no.
Miss?
Pax, what are you having?
Coffee, black, no sugar.
Our coffee substitute comes in both caffeine and caffeine-free varieties.
Caffeine, thank you.
The gentleman who left the table will have a pink lemonade with extra syrup and whipped cream.
Lemonade doesn't usually come with whipped cream.
It does today.
Coffee. Caffeinated. Cream, no sugar. Thanks.
Alrighty, I'll get your drinks and come back for your lunch orders.
Okay, so... Oh, and I was part of the theater group.
I need the toilet.
Tummy trouble?
Just relishing the thought of using a real toilet again.
Yeah, I hear you, girl.
Like I said. Oh, and I was part of the theater group. We put on a play every year. The Birth of Justice. I played JFK once.
Oh my god, I would have...
What's the deal with these robo-kids, Si?
Mikey and Mary. They were brought in to make the whole Henry Betty franchise more kid-friendly. Of course, that begged the question of how Mikey and Mary were conceived. Do Henrys and Bettys have sex? Did Betty give birth to child-sized robots? Or did they come out as babies and were later replaced by...
Oh my god, for the love of God, just please stop! Anyway. Oh my god, I would have paid good money to see that.
Voir si c'est elle ou
What's
pas.
this?
A letter. From your Henry.
From my Hank? My darling Betty. Oh, well, thank you for this. Oh, it means the world to me. I only wish there was a way for me to... Oh, if I gave you a family photo, could you bring it to him?
We're not going back to...
Oh, if it's an inconvenience, it's all right. I'll find another way. Don't you worry about it. I'm sorry for asking. It's just been so long since I heard from my
Faut quand même le
dear old
tenter.
Hank.
Sure. I can bring him something from you.
Oh. Thank you. Here you go, hun. A photo of the two of us. We make a lovely couple, don't you think? Gives me a little faith in humanity, you doing me this kindness. Love always finds a way, don't you know?
Tu veux que je commence, attends.
Hey, hun, you ready to place your order? What can I get for ya?
You do have mac and cheese, right?
You betcha. Best mac and cheese you'll taste east of Pacifica in west of New York City. Would that be a large or an extra large serving? Given your condition, I
What
just
do you
figured.
mean by my condition?
Well, I'm sure that baby's real
Keep
hungry,
it
and I just
down.
thought,
Allez, reste.
I'm sorry. Was I talking too loud?
How do you know that I'm... How do you know that?
Oh, I'm equipped with a wide range of sensors, honey. It's not hard to see that you're in a family way.
Okay, but keep it down. They don't... It's a surprise, okay? I want it to be a surprise.
Oh, for sure. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to ruin the surprise.
T'es
So
sûr?
an extra large mac and cheese, then, with the double cheese and supersized sauce?
Yes. Yeah. Okay, fine, thanks. Thank you.
What's that? Yes, I'll hold. Yes, I won't.
Je fais pas
move.
confiance à lui. Hein.
Yes, I'll stay put. Sorry? Mexico. Mexico. Correct. Collect call. I already spoke to the other. Theo. Thank you. Hola, Beatrice. Soy el Theo. No puedo hablar mucho. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo están los niños?
J'ai pas confiance,
No
hein,
puedo
d'abord.
decirlo, pero estoy a salvo y estoy en camino. Solo 3 semanas. Prometo, por favor, manténgase a salvo hasta entonces. Tengo que irme. Por favor, saluda a los niños. Te amo. Nos vemos pronto.
Non.
Hey, folks. How you guys doing?
Right now, amazing. I'm a huge fan.
Oh, that's wonderful, sweetie. Are you ready to order?
I'll have the Betty's breakfast plate. Scrambled, home fries, white bread, lightly toasted. Oh, and a glass of Chardonnay.
Well, you certainly know what you want. Next?
Me? The classic believe I'm actually ordering this. And the messy fries? Extra messy.
Sounds like you were well prepared. How about you, Cook?
I do love it.
Well, you're a very polite little fella.
Oh shit.
We do have pancakes. Short stackers.
We do
full,
not
there's
want to
banana,
lose
chocolate,
this
or
kid.
cream, with or without bacon.
I do love blueberries, man, and I'm hungry. Tall stack. I'm sorry to say I don't eat meat, man, so no bacon for me. But a cold glass of milk sure would be nice.
You're adorable. Whole milk, honey?
Yes, ma'am.
So I guess you have questions, kid. Like, if I'm pregnant, why am I here
Gotta be the triple
on my
decker.
own?
What kind of bread do you want?
Just know that he's a good man.
Please, no lettuce or tomato.
He wants to be there for us every step of the way.
Bread and meat is fine.
Sure thing.
I'm here because I made a choice,
Thanks.
and
What about
that
your
choice was
bread?
mine to make.
The gentleman will have
What we need to figure out now is, what do we want, kid? What's our epilogue gonna be?
and the young
Hmm.
We don't usually see this many people in here at lunchtime.
Or anytime. Not a lot of traffic out here.
Oh shit.
You folks should try the cupcakes. Best in this
Check it out.
afternoon, ma'am.
Do you have a moment?
Where are you from? Ma'am.
It's not a difficult question.
Just relax, ma'am. This is not an interrogation. We're just wondering where you're from.
Visiting from Pacifica, together with this group.
Yeah, that's what your boss said.
Can we see some ID? Ma'am?
What kind of name is Pax? Is that Mexican?
We don't see a lot of Pacificans in the provinces. What are you people doing in the Republic? Ma'am?
We're a band, touring the provinces.
So what are you? The groupie?
The groupie? No. Lead singer.
Where'd you play last? Anywhere we might know? I don't think there are any big venues in the provinces.
Definitely a dearth of big venues out here. He asked you where you last played, ma'am?
John's Bar and Tavern?
Didn't the Spanish-speaking fella say something like Pete's?
Pete's Pool Hall, that's it. You guys play different places?
No, I got them confused. John's was a place we played back in Pacifica.
Okay. We're actually out here because there's been reports of deviant activity.
Deviants associating with anarchists and biker gangs.
Those animals burned down a service station near Elko. So we're patrolling and checking with travelers if they've seen anything suspicious on the road.
Like deviant mind tricks?
Or maybe just something that didn't look right. People who didn't look right.
Come to think of it, yeah. We saw bikers back in Nevada. At a service station near Elko. We didn't stop. It looked like they were up to no good.
Elko, huh? Yeah, that's biker territory. We try not to pass through there.
They're super scary.
That's not... We're justice officers. We're not afraid of bikers. But when you're 2 against 20,
We
you...
wouldn't last a minute.
Well, hold on now. We'd last...
Rather bikers than deviants, though.
She's right. You don't want to bump into any of those people.
They're monsters. I heard their babies come out wrong.
Wrong?
Damaged. Born without faces, missing limbs and shit.
Ugh, that can't be right.
Why not?
I was sure they were sterile.
Anyway,
Completely incapable of reproducing.
I don't know. I've heard some real sick stories about the children they've had.
he has no respect for you. The man just insulted you in front of civilians. Are you going to let that pass?
She's right. You always try to assert yourself around me. And your mansplaining is really starting to piss me off.
What are you talking about? All I do is keep you from making a fool of yourself. You should be thanking me.
Oh, I'm the fool? Me? You think that? Who's the fucking fool now, bitch?
You want to do this?
Don't fucking try me.
Oh, I will try you.
Oh my god! Are they?
Justice weapons are technically non-lethal at long range. At short range,
Excuse me.
they'll definitely have some regrets when they wake up in a couple hours. And probably also some internal bleeding.
Ah, jeez. This is a code red incident. I gotta contact the authorities immediately.
Wait!
Code.
Betty.
Oh.
There's really no good way to ask this, but more officers are going to show up and ask about what happened. And they can't know we were here.
Oh, hun. It sounds like you're in a real pickle, huh? Well, I'm sorry, but I can't lie to those officers. It's against my programming. And even if I could lie, they'd still be able to search my memories. However, if I run a self-destruct program, my data will be completely wiped. Would you like me to do that instead?
Are you offering to commit suicide?
Ah, jeez. When you put it that way, it does sound terrible. So what'll it be, yes or no to self-destruction?
I can't ask you to do that. Say whatever you have to say to Justice.
Sure thing, Toots. Oh, thanks for visiting Betty's. And please come back again soon.
We were completely unprepared back there. If they grilled us on our cover story... Those officers shooting each other wasn't exactly my preferred outcome. And God knows what that will lead to. We can't keep relying on luck to get us through this, Pax. We need everyone up to speed on our cover story, including Eli and your sister. If we get questioned again, our answers need to match. I'm trying to not come off as too much of a disciplinarian. I'd rather keep a friendly rapport with the crew. I think that benefits everyone. And perhaps they'll respond better to you, Pax.
I'll talk to them.
Thank you. I appreciate you taking point.
Hello, Pax.
Did anyone update you about what happened in the diner?
I have a hard-coded distaste for violence, and I can't help but wonder if those officers will be okay. But at least it was non-lethal weaponry, according to Eli. At least everyone is safe. We'll just have to hope there are no repercussions to what happened in there.
I think Theo's upset with us.
Yeah, okay, but yesterday we lost Gnome and the bus. We were chased by riders, half the crew was held hostage, and they weren't half this rattled, so I don't...
I mean, the riders are fun antagonists.
No one's tailing us, if that's what you're worried about.
Is it that obvious?
Doesn't take a genius, but you can relax now. Breathe in, breathe out, repeat.
Sure. Yeah. Thanks.
So that was a Betty's diner.
I mean, maybe it wasn't the optimal Betty's experience. At least I can cross Betty off my bucket list. But hopefully, we'll get another chance before we leave the Republic.
How's it going?
Feeling anxious about what just happened, hoping we'll get away with it, fearing it'll come back to bite us. You know, the usual.
I mean, the writers are fun antagonists. They have big hearts and colorful costumes. With Justice, you actually have to worry.
It's a good point, but...
Oh. Okay.
It's a good point, but I still think they're exaggerating this. I mean, we've fought Justice before. It was...
We need to talk.
Whoa, okay. Why are you using your mom's voice on us?
Are we in trouble? I don't want to be in trouble.
I'll protect you from my sister's wrath.
I don't like the sound of that word, wrath. It's a scary word.
My sister can be very scary.
You're not in trouble, but we need to get you on board with the cover story.
You know what? We'd already be on board if you'd actually told us about this cover story.
I thought we had, but I realized you didn't have the full story. The band is our cover. We're on a cultural exchange visa. That's how we get through checkpoints. The Dustborn has an upcoming show in Colorado on the 18th. If we don't show for the book gigs, the visa could get canceled. For now, you guys will have to pose as roadies. But if we ever need another drummer, Z...
See? That wasn't hard. You should have told us this from the start. It's a good point, but I still think they're exaggerating this. I mean, we fought Justice before. It was fine. Whatever. And the cops shot each other. I'm sorry, what do we...
All good up here?
Yes. We'll arrive at the destination shortly, and until then, I'll be as cautious as possible. I won't break any traffic laws. In fact, I won't even turn right on red.
Right. I'll quit the backseat driving. As you were.
And the cops shot each other. I'm sorry, what do we have to worry about?
Yeah, okay, but I'm the new guy, and I'm not family like you.
You think that helps me? Dude, it doesn't, okay? You just have to switch on...
– 14h35, jeudi octobre, New Jérusalem.
Hey, Pax!
We're waiting on you.
Care to join us?
It's locked. Strange. Lottie knows we're coming.
Who's Lottie?
The librarian. She's been with the Weave since the beginning. I hope
Oh, le
nothing's happened
FX.
to her.
Wow.
When did a locked door ever stop us? I mean, except for the last time we met a locked door.
Remind me again what we're doing here?
We have to drop off supplies to the library. We need documents to cross the Rockies with the party.
What about Eli? And me? We don't have passports or jet...
Whoa!
What was that?
No, it's just Pax popping another one of her echoes. You'll get used to it.
We've got ourselves a dead robot.
We prefer decommissioned.
Sorry.
What if your librarian has left the building? Gone to greener pastures?
We were in touch with her only a few days ago.
A lot can happen in a few days.
It doesn't look like Justice has been here. I don't know why Lottie would just leave.
She might have forgotten we're coming. Or maybe she's on the toilet.
If that's the case, she's been on the toilet a long time.
When you gotta go, you gotta go.
As much as I...
Maybe we can pick this apart and use bits of it?
As I was saying, as much as I...
Anything useful we can salvage from this,
corpse? Maybe. Yeah, actually, I think so. A dead robot is a scavenger's loot box. We got a small power source, so I can't vouch for how well it works. But these things were designed to last decades, so...
Anyway, as much as I appreciate your theories, I find it very unlikely.
Remember the last time we broke into a mall?
Look, you were drunk, I was bored, and in that moment, it sounded like a great idea.
Worth it for the frozen cinnamon buns.
You're fucking right it was.
So anyway, as much as I appreciate your theories, I find it very unlikely that she'd just leave us standing out here.
How well do you know this?
It must look like we have no idea what we're doing.
I lived with writers. You guys are consummate professionals in comparison. I know it'll work out in the end. I feel it in my bones. Yeah, so how well do you know this person?
I don't. We've never met. I've only exchanged a few messages through the Weave, but Luna said she's highly trustworthy and dedicated to the cause.
The Weave?
I'll explain it to you later.
Are you going to contribute?
What do you want me to do?
I don't know yet.
When you do, I'll be right here.
Like I was trying to say...
Is he bothering you?
Cat is bonded to me. I was the first thing he saw when he woke up.
Is that a thing with robots?
Oh no, just this particular model. They quickly realized their terrible mistake.
So, anyway... I'll explain it to you later. It's a computer network.
You know, I've never used...
Have you ever been to a mall?
I have not.
This must be exciting for you.
Yeah, so far it's been an underwhelming experience, I'll tell you that.
As I was saying. You know,
You're sure this is the right place?
Very sure.
It's just that the other night...
I thought there was only one bar in Winnemucca named Pete Anything. Okay?
Like I said. You know, I've never used a computer.
No. Got $1 to spare?
I haven't carried cash for decades. I don't even know what a Republic dollar looks like. Like I said, you haven't missed much.
Theo, got any cash?
What? No. Not on me. But can we just focus on the task at hand?
But I wanted a drink.
As I was saying.
Check this out, Si.
I saw it. Spent my last Republic dollar on decades-old soda. Worth it.
How about giving it a good rattle for a thirsty friend?
That's theft, Pax. You're better than that.
Right. So, you haven't missed much, kid.
What are you doing?
None of you were any help, so
You
what
can wait.
is what a woman has to do. A bag of nuts? Great.
Was that worth it, Pax?
It was. Hey, CT. This thing's probably a distant cousin of yours, isn't it?
Rude.
It's a compatible model. Cousin isn't completely wrong.
Do you think you can extract any data from its brain? Maybe something that can help us get in?
If the solid-state memory is still intact after all these years, I should be
Pas
able
utile
to
ça en
rummage
vrai.
around.
Les cacahuètes aussi.
You're comfortable with it.
It's just a shell, Ziggy. I don't mind. Excuse me. There wasn't much in there. This robot's only function was offloading trucks, but I found the access code to the door. Humans are very predictable. The code is 1234.
Give it a good yank.
I yanked it good. It's locked.
Can't we just go around the front?
The front faces the highway, and we pass several Legion patrols driving in. Lottie's supposed to meet us at this entrance.
Any ideas, Theo?
We'll just wait. Maybe Lottie got the time wrong.
Any chance you could, you know,
Let me guess, risk my life by putting my head through this door.
head and hands, I guess? Maybe there's a manual lock inside.
You know, one of these days, I'm just gonna say no. Go fast enough and you can move through anything. Go quick, go clean, go quick, go clean, go quick, go clean, go quick, go clean. Go fast enough and you can move through anything. Go quick, go clean, go quick, go clean. It's very dark in there, and I saw no way to unlock the door. This information was brought to you at enormous personal risk, okay?
Don't complain. You've still got a head and hands.
No thanks to you.
Yo, CT. Thoughts?
It's a door.
It is a door, and it's locked. Can't you, with your hand?
Only if there's a URP. There's no URP, and I can't pick locks. My programming prevents it.
Hey, Eli, can't you conjure your demon sidekick to break this door down?
You do know that's an illusion created by my words, right? Not the actual asphalt god.
It looks so real. But yes, Eli, I do know this.
Hoax won't do us much good, but I'd be happy to try the old-fashioned way. Nope.
Hey, no.
No.
Are you really not gonna help?
Look, we both know I'm completely useless at this sort of thing. So let me just sit here and read while...
Ou on va devoir prendre les grands moyens.
Sai?
It's a big metal door, Pax. I don't think I can punch a hole in that.
Maybe it's flimsier than you think?
Fine, step aside. Let's fucking do this. Okay, no.
Something came loose.
You uncovered a keypad. That's not nothing.
Yay me.
We've got a keypad.
Very observant.
Less sarcasm, more assistance?
Okay. Good job, Pax.
Thank you. Z, can you get this to unlock?
Actually, yeah. I could wire it up to the battery I got from the Doughbot.
Doughbot?
Yeah, Doughbot. Dead robot. How old are you, Pax? Okay, we've got power. I cannot guarantee this won't fry the circuitry or the batteries won't flatline. So whatever you're doing, please do it fast.
This is weird, right? Am I the only one who thinks this is weird?
It's abandoned. How else would Lottie operate a library here?
It's not just that, it's weird.
Oh,
Stay away. If we catch rabies, it puts our entire mission at stake.
Rabies.
I don't want rabies.
Relax.
il y a un
It's clearly a
suite.
pet. It's even wearing a cute little crop top.
Pets can have rabies.
Scram! Shoot! Get out of here! Here, little buddy. Go nuts.
Voilà, voilà quoi, ça va les cacahuètes. Voilà.
Pax, you have to see this. Pax, where are you? Is that... That's a living person, right? Only they're standing very still.
Hello, Lottie. Can you hear us?
I think.
Move!
I wasn't sure who you were, so I decided to disguise myself as a statue.
What?
What is this, Theo?
Voice recognition interface, tuned to Lottie's voice, I bet.
This looks solid, Sai, but give it a try anyway.
Always ready to be your personal crowbar. This is a heavy-duty door. You'll need someone with a lot more muscle than me.
Ah, dur.
Cover your eyes.
You made it vibrate.
Theo?
Lottie, I'm Theo. This is the crew. I know Luna told you we were coming. Would you mind opening the door?
Can't? Power went out and there's no way to manually open this door. Maybe you can bring the juice back?
Juice?
Juice, electricity. My furry boy can show you to the fuse box.
Your furry boy?
Mr. President, juice box, go, go, go.
Where are you going, little dude? That looks like a power switch. Did you trip that thing? Can you untrip it? Why am I talking to a raccoon? Jesus Christ.
What was that, Pax?
I'm not cursing, I'm stating a fact.
He's a good-looking man.
I don't think the real Jesus was this particular shade of pasty white.
Probably not. But do you think he was this big?
No.
Good boy, Mr. President. He got jealous of me spending too much time in here with my shows, so he tripped the fuse. It's not the first time. Bad boy, Mr. President.
I have so many questions.
I like questions. I don't get many questions these days. Oh, and welcome to my library. I suppose I owe you fine folks some travel papers. They're almost done, but you're spending the night, so no rush.
We leave in the morning, yes. And we have some supplies for you too. Thanks for having us.
Why?
Why, what?
Exactly. I'll make sure the papers are ready before bedtime, which is at 7 on the dot. You can stay up, but no loud noises or Mr. President won't be happy. I sleep like a stone. Nothing wakes me.
Oh, lady, I love you.
I'll have to think about that.
Pas meilleur. C'est 7 après.
It's all part of the deep state plan. They're controlling the media, the government.
Il y a déjà autant, c'est pas possible, il y a un bug. Glitché, c'est pas possible. Bon, on va quand même le faire. Cancel. On a appris à rabaisser quelqu'un. Rabaisser une leur âme et leur soutien en combat. Cela peut être utile. Ennemis. Ok. Ouais, c'est bizarre. Je repasse le niveau qu'il y a pas longtemps que je suis passé le niveau aussi. Oui ou pas avant? Ouais, c'est pas ce qu'on vient, c'est ça. Jetons. Il représente des... Alors la quête est par là. Je suppose, c'est le seul endroit aussi. La vache, la musique qui se coupe. La vache, je suis bien insonorisé dans la piste là.
Oh, David, she is clearly wrong for you. You deserve better. Have you already forgotten how she cheated on you with Morris? These silly kids will never find you.
Ah, mais c'est...
You must know some tricks. I mean, you wear clothes.
Roll over?
Hail Mary, full of grace.
The Lord is...
He is with thee. Thee? Really?
Lie down. Down. Rest.
Proverbs 31:6. Give strong drink to the one who is perishing, and wine to those in bitter distress. Leviticus 20:15. If a man lies with an animal, he shall surely be put to death, and you shall kill the animal. Proverbs 21:9. It is better to live in a corner of the housetop than in a house shared with a quarrelsome wife. Exodus 23:19. You shall not boil a young goat in its mother's milk. Proverbs 31:6. Give strong drink to the one who is perishing, and wine to those in bitter distress. Leviticus 20:15. If a man lies with an animal, he shall surely be put to death, and you shall kill the animal. Proverbs 21:9. It is better to live in a corner of the housetop than in a house shared with a quarrelsome wife.
Bonjour.
Sai's praying, Theo's in the chapel, this is Mormon territory, and the Good Shepherd made a surprise cameo. Is the universe trying to tell us something? I don't know about a greater power, unless you're talking about the folks behind this mission, the Weave. So, the question becomes, who do we place our faith in? Can we trust the ones who preach salvation for anomals? And if we do, what do we choose to do at the end of the journey? I think everyone's trying to forget what happened earlier. I can only hope it doesn't come back to haunt us. A kid. I'm pretty sure it will. I can't imagine there not being consequences to that mess. I mean, it's clear someone needs to stand up to these fascist fools. And if it's not us, I have a hard time seeing how we can put up a fight on our own. But I'm more and more impressed with the Weave and what the librarians are doing. Maybe not enough to change our course, kid, but enough to get me thinking.
This box is for taking pictures?
Hey! Oh, speaking of pictures, I just learned that Pax went to prom and there were photos. Unfortunately, she burnt them all.
Oh, that's a shame. I would have loved to see them. I don't have any prom pictures either.
You went to prom?
No. What is prom?
Something I wouldn't have imagined seeing Pax at, not in a million years. I mean, I'm sorry, can you picture her in a dress?
Why don't you kids take a photo together?
That's a great idea. Anyone have $1?
Thanks, Pax. Well, congrats on your first photo, Eli.
This is amazing. I'm going to treasure this forever.
Did you guys visit the arcade yet?
What's an arcade?
Eli! Christ's sake, man, you're like, oh my god, you're like a fucking Martian. What do you mean? That... Okay, that settles it. I thought an arcade would have, like, 2 arcade machines. I never imagined this.
I'm super excited, and I've never even touched an arcade machine.
Well, today's a day for firsts, Eli. You're a virgin no longer. Hey, that was... I'm so sorry. It was not cool. It was totally uncalled for. I don't know what I was thinking. Eli? Hello? Hello?
There used to be arcades everywhere, but I haven't seen one for years. There are none in Pacifica, but maybe they still have some in the Republic.
God, I feel like I've really missed out on a lot of stuff.
It's never too late to start, Z.
You're right. Who wants to get their ass kicked? Eli?
I'd love to play, but maybe Pax wants to go first.
You guys fight it out. I'll beat you both.
Eli, you're up.
Oh, man. So, how does this work?
You'll get it once we start playing, but I will destroy you.
Damn, this is fun, but how are you even doing that?
Raw talent, technical mastery.
Erreur sur l'écran du menu. Hein.
Oh!
So I guess that was just pure luck?
Yeah, pure luck. Stop talking, I'm trying to focus.
I think I'm getting the hang of this.
Whew, years of practice paying off.
You're good.
She had nothing better to do the last 16 years.
You know what, that's enough. For now, we can come back later tonight, Eli.
Oh, they have paddle pong party. I used to play this all the time.
Hey, Theo, are you done praying?
Praying?
I, tried reconnecting with God, but the setting was not conducive to a spiritual awakening. I believe spending quality time with you guys and some classic video games beats going to mall church. Anyone up for a match? Who wants to go first?
I'll play.
Let's go, Pax.
Allez d'abord.
My friends and I would play this
Ah, c'est ce
game
jeu-là.
every
Oh.
weekend at the taqueria
Il me fait voler
next to my
encore.
house. We figured out how to trick the machine into giving us free games. After a while, the owner would chase us out, but we always came back for more. Who's next?
Not me.
Eli? Ziggy? I actually played in a tournament once. Beat all my friends. Made it to the final. My opponent was a girl. My opponent was a girl. Probably no older than 10 or 11. We all made fun of her. That day taught 13-year-old me some valuable lessons. The least of which was how to...
Alors, on les voit jouer cette fois.
give me a hand? Or an eye?
Did you have to carry all the boxes?
Yes. Just do me a favor and guide me to the library upstairs. I honestly can't see shit.
This way.
Okay.
Just follow my voice.
Got ya.
You've got this.
Shut up.
Donc là, parce que j'allais le poser.
Over here.
Coming.
Marco.
Polo.
This way.
Okay.
Just follow my voice.
Got ya.
You've got this.
Shut up.
We're here.
Ew. I'm just gonna drop these boxes off. Don't go anywhere. Wait up! I can't just leave without checking this place out.
Find anything good?
Nah, it's mostly mainstream crap and justice propaganda from the 1990s. Can we be real for a minute? By now, someone must have found those justices in the diner. Or best case, they walked out of there. Even if they don't report it, they know something happened. Is this all worth it? First we ran from the Puritans, now we might be running from justice. What's our end game? Say we get to Nova Scotia in one piece. What's next? Do we all ride into the sunset and live our best lives?
I'm as uncertain as you are, actually. You know we couldn't pass on this job. The benefits outweighed the risks, but we've kept our options open. We decide what happens when it's over. I don't know how this ends yet, Sai. Or even where it ends.
Well, that's comforting. Forget I asked. These shelves have been picked over a few too many times, but I found one gem for you. Let's see what everyone's up to. Figure out how our Lord Jesus got supersized. Try to befriend Mr. President. Although, obviously, Gnome has a head start with the fuzzball. Stupid fucking soothing vox.
Come on!
Non, il n'y a plus personne là, je peux y aller.
Give me my fags.
Il n'y a rien. Ah, attends.
You deserve a good kicking.
Déçu.
Come on! Give me my fags.
What are you up to?
Just picking up some stale cancer sticks and trying to pretend Mega Jesus isn't watching my every move. I knew New Jerusalem was special, but I like my capitalism and religion a bit more segregated. Anyway, where have you been?
Exploring the ruins of a lost civilization of carefree, devoutly religious credit card carrying shoppers.
I knew you were a closeted mole rat. Did you... Oh. Oh, hi, little buddy.
You made a friend.
Animals love me, babe. I'll buy him some crisps.
Planning to poison him?
I would never. Besides, those things last forever. And now I'm out of change. Farewell, sweet fags.
You're such an idiot.
Yes, I believe you're right. I could pull off one of those hats. Perhaps that one.
you speak raccoon now?
Oh, no, I don't think so. I just find it helpful to sometimes pretend to have a conversation with things. People, woodland creatures. I was looking at these hats. I don't want to sound greedy. I already have the one hat. But it was the hat I was given, not one I'd chosen. What if there's another hat for me? What if I'm more of a Stetson kind of robot? Then again, why am I asking myself to choose one hat to express myself? Maybe I should wear several hats, or none. Or maybe it takes time to find the right hat. What do you think? Should I try them on? The door's locked, but surely we could find a way in. Doors tend to open in your presence.
Let's do it. And I'm sure someone can help us get through that door. Theo? Give us a hand?
What's going on?
We need to get into this hat store.
Why?
And don't ask why. CT needs a hat. It's vitally important.
Far be it from me to get between a robot and their hats.
Vu qu'il s'est crocheté en...
Thank you. Theo, do you want to help me pick out a hat? I would appreciate a second opinion.
No one's ever asked me for fashion advice, but I'm at your service. So, what kind of hat would work for a caretaker unit?
I'm not sure what that even means. But it's a good question. I'm supposed to resemble a traditional nanny, right? So what would a nanny wear?
Don't worry about what you should wear. Think about what you want to wear.
Well, I'm at a loss. Pax, would you do me a favor and pick one you think might suit me? Does this one suit me?
Try another one.
How about this one?
Try another one.
This one, perhaps?
Try another one.
Does this one suit me?
I think this is the one for you. Very stylish.
Really? Then this is the hat for me.
I love it. I should be getting back to our host now, though.
On lui met celui-là parce que les deux autres, ça lui...
I'm happy with my choice.
Donc, si elle doit en avoir autant qu'elle a
This
eu.
hat is me.
Do you need to get back to dinner?
Goodness me, you're right. Dinner must be just about ready.
Même
I'll let everyone know.
le raccoon, il est là. Autre. Là, c'est ça.
Dinner's served, everyone. Please come to the food court. I repeat, Theo and the librarian appear to have not heard my call. Would you mind letting them know dinner's ready? Last I saw, they were still in the security office.
Et on va la mettre à l'envers.
Can I ask what the deal is with this computer? Puritan hardware is a rare thing to see in the Republic.
It wasn't easy to get hold of, but I have friends in strange places. I had to do some soldering to connect it to the Weave, but now I have a basic data connection with Pacifica. Dial-up speeds, unfortunately, but I can download my stories overnight.
Stories?
Hard to get good televisual entertainment in this country, and Utah has a particularly dim view of steamy drama.
Right, because of,
It's a Mormon thing. Not that the Mormon Guard are monitoring our media consumption, but we mostly get national broadcasts and homebrew televangelism.
I take it you're not a fan of the Mormon hegemony here.
Oh, I am Mormon, all right. But hegemony and I have never gotten along. All I need is my illicit Pacifican TV shows and my furry lad to keep me sane.
Yeah, sanity's important.
Sorry for interrupting, but dinner's ready.
Already?
Time moves differently in here. Catches visitors by surprise.
That's interesting.
Hey, is that Pacifica tech?
Top of the line. I have a guy who has a guy who knows a girl who knows someone who gets me what I need. Not only that, these machines are Puritan grade. Straight from the heart of purity via a girl and a guy and...
Theo, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Modern hardware with proprietary P-grade ports.
Our employers have been extremely clear. We just carry the cargo. We don't do anything else with it.
I get that, but we're on our own in enemy territory, and now there's an opportunity to...
Did you say dinner's ready? Let's go. I'm starving.
I eat mostly canned beans, but I'm curious to see what your cook's cooking up. You lock the door. You can never be too careful. It's mostly to keep my precious boy out of the room. He's a sneaky little fella.
Okay, my dining standards might have been warped by the menu in Liberty, but doesn't this taste a little burnt?
I am so sorry, everyone. I got distracted picking out a new hat.
Since we had to skip lunch, I'm too hungry to notice anything. Keep killing it, CT.
Thank you for making dinner for everyone, CT.
You're welcome. Why do you all call me CT instead of the caretaker?
That's what we called you in school. It stuck.
Oh. I guess we haven't asked you what you want to be called.
Really? That's remarkably shitty of us.
You can be anyone you want to be, love. How about Mary Poppins?
No, inappropriate.
Is it? The quintessential British nanny seems like a perfect fit to me.
I was thinking Viola, for now. I once read William Shakespeare's Twelfth Night to the children at the facility. They did not enjoy it, but I did, and I liked the name Viola. It suits me. A feminine name, suitable for my original programming and voice.
Well, your programming shouldn't stop you from picking any name you want, Viola. But I like it. It's classy.
Thank you for hosting us here, Lottie. This place is absolutely remarkable.
Yes, how did everyone pass the time? Favorite activity only, please. Bedtime is approaching.
I bonded with the Fairball and went on a vending machine raid, with limited success.
I managed to land a new high score on Galaxy Marauders in the arcade. The arcade upstairs.
I loved CT at Viola's fashion show in the hat store.
That was fun. I'm glad I wasn't the only one who enjoyed it.
Even though I'm not a man of fashion or hats, I enjoyed that too. I think I'll head to bed in a minute. It's been a long day.
No practice today, Theo? Don't we have a gig tomorrow?
Practice? Gig?
We're, touring the Republic with a band. It's our cover story. Something everyone should be aware of by now.
Now that is something I would like to see. A real live band in my mall. And since Mr. President's birthday is coming up in a few days, maybe you'd like to give him a private performance?
Hells yeah!
Of course we do.
Pax, your call.
Sure, we could use the practice. Lottie, Mr. President, you're in for a special treat. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. President. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. President. Happy birthday to you. Thanks for coming. We've been the Dustborn.
Did he like it? I couldn't tell.
Mr. President loved it, and I don't say that lightly. He's usually more of a metalhead.
Right. Time for me to settle down for the night. Maybe do some knitting.
Good Lord, it's almost 7. We need to head to bed, Mr. President. You know how you get.
What a day. My first Betty's Diner, a fucking mall to ourselves.
Meeting a bundle of furry joy.
A close call with justice?
I wonder what
How are things going with the trash panda? Isn't it past his bedtime?
The what now? Don't you dare insult Mr. President. And things are going splendidly. It'll be hard to say goodbye.
This is a new side of you, Gnome.
You're telling me. I hate pets. There's just something about this little guy that melts my cold, cold heart.
So, like I was saying, I wonder what happened to those trigger-happy officers.
Bruised ribs and egos at the very least. And they probably...
Excited to be sharing a bedroom with me again, Z?
As long as you don't snore or fart, I don't miss that at all.
Oh, she still does both. Pax is toxic.
Where was I? Oh. Bruised ribs and...
You seem happy.
It doesn't take much, man. Just one day, just half a day of not having to constantly look over my shoulder, worrying about riders or justice or fucking Puritans. There's enough to be anxious about, and I'm not saying I feel light as a feather, but it's been real nice to just hang out and chill.
Like I said, bruised ribs...
Who are you knitting for now?
A gentleman never knits and tells. Where was I? Oh. Bruised ribs and egos at the very least. And they probably won't be on speaking terms for a while.
Yeah, and I can't imagine they'd file a report that says we shot each other. We might be in the clear there.
Unless they died from...
I hope you don't mind sharing a bedroom with us, Eli.
Oh, I'm used to sleeping in groups. There's no privacy with the riders. Private bedrooms are used for, you know.
Hot sex?
What? No. They're used for timeouts if the younger kids are misbehaving. Hot sex happens in the sleeping halls. Everyone just pretends not to look.
So anyway, unless they died from internal bleeding, in which case...
Thanks for contributing, Gnome. Fuck. Sorry, Mega Jesus.
We'll file that close call under learning experience. But we need to get our story straight, because next time...
Next time is not today, Theo. Hey, this mattress isn't too shabby for something that's been sitting around for decades. I just hope there are no bed bugs.
I'm sure the raccoon would have eaten them. Mr. President's not particularly picky when it comes to food.
I'm sorry I missed the arcade experience. How was that, Eli?
Oh, it was the best. And Z got to assert her gaming dominance over me.
Booyah, bitches.
Oh man, I would have loved to see it.
Viola seems happy with her new hat. I'm glad I had a chance to contribute.
She's exploring her identity. That's great. Justice shouldn't have the final word on who she is. She deserves to be a real person.
Just like Pinocchio.
Okay. I guess.
Hey, if we're not leaving early tomorrow, we should do some more exploring.
We have plenty of time. We're not due in Rangeley, Colorado until Main Street opens.
Main Street?
That's where we're playing. Another bar called Main Street, located on Main Street.
You know what we should do? Make t-shirts and posters.
It's getting past my bedtime. See you tomorrow?
You know it. Anyway,
Theo?
Who's there?
Fais le tour. J'adore faire le tour. Enfin, c'est chercher.
Hello?
What are you doing up so late?
I couldn't sleep. I think I'm having a crisis of faith, Pax. Ever since you mentioned the cargo again. Time and again, we've been caught unaware by a lack of information. We didn't know about the robot's past, and it hijacked the bus. Eli and Z weren't informed about our cover story, which could have been disastrous at the diner. What if we find ourselves in a situation where knowing what we're transporting could save our lives? It's hard to keep going on just blind faith in the mission when we know nothing about what's on that data key.
So, what do you think we should do, Theo?
I don't know. We could connect it to Lottie's computer. It's purely hardware. We won't have another chance like this. But we can't betray Nova Scotia's trust. Not after everything they've done for me. Not if it puts our mission in jeopardy.
Stop being weak. You want to just cower here because you're scared of pissing off your boss? You want to let some weird shadow corporation dictate your actions? Or do you want to take a stand and find out what you're risking your life over?
I'm not scared. You're right. There's no point wasting the night with a crisis of faith, when we can do something about it. Let's go, Pax. Let's do this. The door to the security office is locked with her voice. But the thing is, her voice is portable. If we can get a hold of her voice box... I'm going to hell for this.
Par là.
Any idea about how to get a hold of Lottie's voice box?
This part is all you, Pax. I can't do it. Jesus is watching. Maybe check if the door is open first.
Close your eyes and think of England. Okay, little buddy, just chill. It's me, Pax. Remember? We played you a birthday song earlier. Hey, you hungry? We might be able to work something out. I bring you snacks, you bring me something that belongs to your human mom.
Le voilà, mais peut-être dans la cuisine, je sais pas.
You like peanuts, little guy? This is yours if you help me. I need your mom's voice box. Got it? Voice box. You know, the thing she speaks through. Go get me the voice box. The voice box. Stupid trash panda. No, that's not it. The voice box.
That worked? The animal understood you.
I don't know what Gnome did, but they did something right. Good boy. Easy as stealing a voice box from a crazy lady living alone in a mall with a pet raccoon.
Please, don't. We've done a terrible thing. Let's just go to the security room and get this over with. We need to return her voice box as soon as we're done. Just speak through the voice box.
You. Open door?
Nice impression. Now, let's get this over with. Plug it into that slot.
It's asking for a password.
Try Decorruption Initiative, lowercase with a hyphen.
That worked. How did
I
you...
worked in Purity for 10 years, Pax. Click that folder.
What are we looking at here, Theo?
Data. I mean, more like a database. It's a massive archive, but I don't know what this... Try that folder.
More cryptic names. Wait, some of this looks familiar.
What are you two doing in there?
Unplug it, now. Hey, CT. I mean, Viola. Still getting used to the new name.
Hello. That's okay, so am I. What are you doing here so late at night? In Lottie's office? Where's Lottie? Is she up?
We were just, doing some research for tomorrow, in case we have time to see the sights before our gig.
You could have simply asked me. I have a large database of roadside attractions.
We didn't want to wake you.
But I don't sleep.
Look at the time. What do you say we all go to bed? Rest up before our big day tomorrow.
If you like. I apologize for intruding. I was just wondering why you were...
Not at all. It was great seeing you, but we're going back to bed now. Pax?
A job? What kind of job?
Well, we've done as much as we can with the equipment I have, but my employers, they have a proposition. They want you to come to Nova Scotia to continue the work.
Oh, easy. I'll just jump on the first flight and wait, there are no flights, or trains, or even buses.
Right. So they've asked me to put you in touch with someone.
And this someone has a job for me. Doing what exactly?
Bringing something to Nova Scotia. Don't ask me what it is, because I don't know. But Theo's a good man. You can trust him.
So, if I do this job, I get to leave Pacifica and go to Nova Scotia? What happens when I get there?
You get paid. And you'll have a choice. Stay and help with the research, or go, like, anywhere you want.
Sounds too good to be true. What's the job?
Aside from what I just told you, I really have no idea. If you accept, Theo will brief you. There's one more thing.
Of course there is.
They're looking for more anomals to expand the research. Now, I haven't told them about, your friends. If you need to bring someone else on board, they'll arrange for that and pay accordingly.
And if I say no?
We part ways, and maybe we don't see each other again for a while. They're sending me elsewhere. To dig deeper into the origins of the proto-language, there are some interesting cave drawings. I want to take a look at it. Sorry, I know this isn't exactly your field of interest. And I know you probably need to get out of here.
Tell me more about your research.
Really? Well, we've been over this already, but I've spoken about how the proto-language contains the building blocks for all language, including your Vox. But there's so much we don't know. Like, that's why we must continue the work, hopefully with more anomals and all the resources available to us in Nova Scotia. I'll be pursuing parallel research into where and when the proto-language originated. We know it emerged independently in different parts of the world over 50,000 years ago. And we've studied cave drawings, runic languages. I believe we're getting close. Language is the foundation for human consciousness. It's how we make sense of the world around us and how we shape it. It's incredibly powerful. And the way anomals are able to use language to change human perception, we've only barely scratched the surface there. Maybe through all of this, we can figure out how the broadcast triggered your vocals, and perhaps find a way to use this to help anomals and make a better world. I'll miss having you in the lab, but perhaps later tonight.
What do your employers want with this knowledge?
We are still trying to figure out how to help people. If the broadcast used the proto-language to package and transmit negative memes and disinformation, perhaps there's a way to do the opposite. I'm not saying a second broadcast necessarily, but use language to improve lives, transmit facts, truths, positive memes, counteract the original sin, so to speak. Language can be dangerous, as you well know, but in the right hands, if we can use their tools against our oppressors, liberate humanity from the shackles of autocracy, we're idealists, Pax. We want language to be free, not controlled by any single government or entity. But, truth be told, I'm mostly in this for the science.
How does the meme figure into all of this?
Well, from what you've told me, it's truly one-of-a-kind technology that can translate and rewrite echoes of the proto-language. Well, this could provide us with a whole new perspective of how the proto-language works. I figure this must be something used in the original research and development of the tech used to trigger the infodemic broadcast. It's invaluable, but of great value to you, if you can get your hands on it. Of course, if you take the job, it'll get you back into the Republic. And I'm sure Theo can be persuaded to take a detour into Oregon to get the meme. You'd both benefit financially from it, and we would benefit scientifically.
Any new theories about the noise?
The noise?
The broadcast, sorry. Force of habit.
We know the infodemic spread viral disinformation through a wide-spectrum signal broadcast from inside the Republic. I mean, that's the one thing everyone agrees on. And we know the broadcast hit people in different ways. The closer you were to the epicenter, the harder you were hit. It induced paranoia, fear, anger, violence. It triggered a massive mental health crisis. Turned neighbor against neighbor. It divided America. And it created you, anomals. In a tiny percentage of those exposed, and we have no idea why you specifically, it induced a sort of phonological, morphological, and syntactic metamorphosis. It basically gave you direct and subconscious access to the proto-language in its original form, the language of creation. But, of course, that was 30 years ago, and there's been no new broadcast, no new anomals since the original infodemic. If we can figure out how it happened, then maybe it's all part of our research into the proto-language, and it's fascinating.
Il n'y a rien d'autre, je pas de...
I really should get going.
Did you want to maybe later?
I'm meeting a friend for dinner, but after, sure. Your place?
Yeah.
Look,
about what I said the other night about maybe seeing if we can, figure out if there's something here, something more permanent in our...
Oh no, not again.
If we're going to concentrate the building blocks of modern linguistics and the entirety of human knowledge into a centralized hub, we have to call it something.
We can do that once we know how to use it. For all we know, it won't even work.
Oh, live a little, John.
Absolute truth. Paradox is our enemy. Through your words, you serve untruth. Nothing you say is real. You bring chaos to the cosmos.
What are you doing? Get off me. Go do whatever it is raccoons do at night and leave me... What's wrong? What's that light?
Holy motherfucking shit!
Puritans. In the Republic? That's not possible. How did they track us down?
These guys were looking for you?
the fuck? Pax?
This is not the time, Z. We have bigger problems.
We want to speak with the individual representing this group of unlawful divergents.
Theo?
I have something that might help us, but I need a minute. Keep them distracted.
You have something that belongs to us. Please hand it over, or we will be forced to take it from you. Overseer. Yes, Overseer. She wants to talk to you.
Good morning, everyone. I wanted a chance to chat with you before things escalate. What did you call me?
Techno Pope Overseer.
My title is Overseer. I'm not a pope. I'm a greatest technology under my purview.
Overseer? The connection is poor.
Achievements unlike anything you retrieved by force if necessary.
I think we lost her. My apologies. I'll just relay the information myself. What the Overseer
We're giving
was
you a
saying.
chance to just hand over.
Sorry, Overseer? You go ahead. Oh, sorry.
What was that about the greatest technology?
Stop this nonsense! You absolute imbeciles are lucky we're offering you a chance. By all rights, you should be expunged.
We're not in Pacifica. You have no power here. We're not giving you anything.
That's disappointing. Fine. Adjunct? Use force.
Gotta say, I wasn't expecting to be fighting these guys again.
You guys...
Take that!
You guys have so much explaining to do. Don't try to defeat them with pure force.
Eyes on me!
They're susceptible to the molecular phasing, but much less so than humans. It doesn't...
I'm barely making a dent in these guys.
This is not working!
Where's Theo? Didn't he say he had a plan?
I'm sure he'll come through. Just keep fighting.
We can't keep this up forever. Man, you better hurry.
Pax! Cover your ears!
What?
Just do it!
Looks like Theo really came through after all.
An EMP. We should have known you resorted.
Oh, now you decide to talk.
You've been cancelled.
What was I saying? Oh, now you decide to talk.
Oh, you really think our methods are underhanded? What do you call all those wild applications then?
Progress. Innovation. Excellent.
Surprise!
Do you really believe that, or are you just spitting out company lines?
Surrender, and I'll answer your question.
We don't do well with ultimatums.
How about you surrender? That upper hand you had is fading fast.
I will never surrender to the likes of you.
The likes of us are gonna fuck you up.
Eyes on me.
You're welcome to try.
You're going to regret saying that in a minute.
You think with all this sci-fi stuff they'd have more fun with it.
They're called the Puritans.
I'll hurt you.
They're called the Puritans. The name doesn't scream fun.
We're on a divine mission to cleanse the world of infectious and corrosive language patterns. We're not interested in entertainment. That's cheating. You're using our technologies against us.
Preparation is half the battle, bitches!
Well, you just played your one card, and we brought more resources.
Adjunct, I've been informed that local law enforcement is approaching. You need to leave now. We can't afford to be exposed.
This is our chance. We need to go.
We found you once. We'll find you again.
Ils nous ont peut-être trouvé parce qu'on a mis la clé dans le PC.
Out the back, kids, and hurry. The Mormon Guard are here. I called in a favor. They'll leave us an opening to get to the bus, but we don't have much time.
Come out with your hand. Viola, get us out of here.
You got it.
We will use deadly force if necessary.
I'd say it's been a pleasure, but you're the reason I'm going into hiding.
We're sorry about the library. We had no intention.
It's fine. It was time to retire and call in one last favor with the Guard. They were going to run me out of there sooner or later. I know Wasatch County like I know Mr. President's bushy behind. We'll find our way. We have a safe place to go where we can spend our twilight years watching our stories.
Theo's right. We owe you our lives.
You can thank the Mormon Guard for that, and the strapping young officer who owed me a favor for taking care of him and his siblings when their fortunes took a bad turn. You folks be safe and don't worry about us. The Weave will take good care of both me and my furry boy. Bon voyage.
You never thought to mention the Puritans were after you. And you made all that fucking fuss about a cover story?
I mean, they weren't really after us. They were...
I mean, they were after us.
We know that now, sure. But that's not what we...
Puritans never leave Pacifica. Until today.
We didn't think they'd follow us into the Republic.
Oh, you figured the Puritans would just forget about the heist.
A heist? You stole something from the Puritans? What did you steal from them?
And how did they track us down?
You guys are so much cooler than I thought.
Cooler, stupider, more suicidal. Welcome to the team.
What matters is we got away.
Oh, that's what matters? Sure, yeah, not that the Puritans are chasing us. That's fine, right?
No, yes, that too, obviously. But now that they've been exposed, they have much bigger problems than us. Diplomatic state-level problems.
This is my fault. Last night, I didn't think this through, and I think that's maybe why we're in this mess. This is on me.
That's not true. I don't need you to play the martyr. We both broke into the mall security office to access Lottie's computer and see what's on the data key we stole from the Puritans.
You did.
So what's on it?
It's encrypted. We didn't learn anything. But we may have exposed our location to the Puritans.
You think?
I know.
You know,
we
I've
shouldn't
heard
have.
enough. I'm sorry, am I the only one who sees the problem here? You know, that you guys lied to us and put our lives at risk? You know what? Whatever. I need to make a call. I need to make sure my family's okay.
Is she mad at us? Feels like she's mad at us.
I just want to say, you guys are awesome. You're fighters, revolutionaries, fugitives, and thieves.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey.
Hello? Hey, hello? Hey, Mom? Mom, is that... Hold on, Yeah, is that you? Is that you? Wait, you sounded... Mom? Oh, you're okay. You're okay, I can't believe I got through to you. I've been trying...
Sorry for dragging you into this, Eli. It's not exactly what you signed up for.
Don't be sorry. If anything, this has convinced me to stick around for the long haul. Meeting Lottie and learning what she stands for, the weave, Nova Scotia, seeing the different sides and realizing we're on the right one. This just makes me excited to actually meet the people behind all this. Until then, I'll settle for cheering you guys on at your show tonight. I love a live performance. So what was Purity like? I don't know anything about those guys.
I gave this to you, girl. Remember?
Huh.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Wow.
I can't even pretend not to be wounded. Keep the comic or give it to someone else if you insist on getting rid of it.
Like I said.
Got a minute?
What's wrong?
Nothing. I just figured you could use some TLC.
I get why you did what you did. We're carrying something we don't know much about. It was smart to take advantage of the situation. Even though it ended up in a total fucking shit show. Win some, lose some. Am I right? I hope Theo's right about this being the last we see of those zealots. Now they've been spotted in the Republic. I'm guessing Justice is not too happy about that.
Okay, so what was Purity like? I don't know anything about those guys. Only the stories told by other writers.
I don't know. I barely remember anything from that night. What kind of stories did you...
Okay.
Moving on? I don't know. I barely remember anything from that.
Want these?
Want them? These things are the worst. I'd kill for them. Thanks for keeping me stocked.
As I was saying, I don't know.
We're 2 for 2 with the Puritans. No blood drawn this time.
No punctured arms or head trauma, but if it's all the same, I'd prefer to not go another round in the ring. Something tells me they're going to be less amicable the next time. I look forward to cuddling up with a bottle of red in Nova Scotia, and not worrying about being chased by bigots with big guns.
Voilà, avec la cigarette, mais tout va bien.
So, like I was saying, I don't know. I barely remember anything from that night. What kind of stories did you hear?
That the Puritans are like gods, except with advanced technology instead of magic. They can fly.
This is for you. A gift.
Thank you, Pax. What is it?
An instrument. A harmonica.
I've wanted to learn an instrument to better fit into this crew. Will a harmonica be useful?
Sure.
Then I shall learn to play the harmonica. Thank you. I appreciate the gift.
Anyway, that the Puritans are like gods, except with advanced technology instead of magic. They can fly. They're immortal.
Sorry we've been slipping up on the new name. For the record, I like it, and I'll get better at sticking to it.
No need to apologize. I expect people will need time to adjust. I'm not even sure I will stick with it. I've never had a name before. I'd be surprised if I got it right on my first try. While we're on a personal topic, there's something I've been wanting to talk to you about. I wasn't sure if I should bring this up, or when, or where. I know you've been keeping it a secret from everyone. You're with child. I wasn't able to detect this before the caretaker protocols were reactivated, but now that I have, I'd like to offer any assistance you may need.
Please, keep this between us.
Of course. I was designed to be discreet and only report matters to my supervisors. In this group, I consider you my supervisor, which means I'll keep this between us, Pax.
Like I said, that the Puritans are like gods, except with advanced technology instead of magic. They can fly, they're immortal, and they wear white spandex suits.
Just like the gods, I guess. Or supervillains.
Also, that they're giant.
We need to talk.
Also, that they're giant.
Snag this back in Latore.
What are you trying to tell me? You know, I'm not totally in on all your jokes yet, and I don't get this one. But thanks, I guess.
Also, that they're giant assholes who believe they're smarter than everyone. And
I guess we should talk
On
about
va pas
it.
tout donner en même temps.
Really
Biffed it.
messed up.
Crashed and burned.
Screwed the pooch.
Ew, Theo.
We made a bad call. But thank you for taking responsibility. I wasn't sure how to bring it up without incurring everyone's wrath.
Speaking of, were you able to decipher anything from what we saw on the computer?
Encrypted data. Nothing I could recognize. But maybe that's for the best. The less we know. It was a bad idea to go looking in the first place, and it almost got us killed.
Okay.
also that they're giant assholes who believe they're smarter than everyone, and that their technology is a solution to every problem in the world.
Sounds like the Puritans, all right.
Also, that the entire universe is a computer simulation which they control, giving them ultimate power over everyone and everything.
I hope that's
Jane of the Void. I give thanks for your protection against those outside the woods. Your sigil guards my family and protects them from evil. For this, you have my eternal gratitude. May your darkness envelop and guide me. Jesus! Pax, what the hell are you doing creeping around like that?
I'm just standing here. It looked like you were busy.
Oh, wow, got something to say? I know you think Jane's just a stupid folktale, but she's more than that. Or not just that. Look, I'm not saying all the stories are true, but...
I always assumed you'd end up either a devout Catholic or a faithless heretic.
Well, I'm not exactly a voider either. It's not necessarily about believing in her. She brings peace and mercy to the hopeless and suffering. When we left Liberty, praying to she who walks helped me get through it. You know, I believe we should take our comforts where we can get them. Speaking of comforts, I should share the good news. Oh, I got in touch with Mom. She made it out. Together with the other girls. Justice was too slow and they don't even know who they're looking for. Sounds like Annie patched things up with Fred and the others. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but at least she's not on her own. They're keeping their heads low for the time being, bouncing between different communes. After that, who knows what they'll do. I know what to do with myself. She's been my whole life for so long. I'm glad she's okay, but now she's building a new life without me, and it feels...
I know it's not the same, but we're family. We're all going somewhere we can be safe. I want you there with me. All of you. Gnome, Sai, Theo, Eli. A family can be a bunch of anomals on a bus.
Pax, you don't have to keep selling this to me. I get the whole found family thing. And this trip had its ups, not just downs. This is a good team. And it's nice to feel part of something bigger. In Liberty, we built walls to separate us from the outside world. Meeting Lottie, seeing the library, understanding how it all connects to the weave. It's illuminating and inspiring. Anyway, I'm gonna go join the others, hang out a while before we head to Main Street for the gig.
I hope that's just a myth. If they do, we're so fucked.
Also, that they're descended from an ancient race of...
On va répéter avant. On va se permettre de répéter, on va juste répéter la première musique. Allez.
We're the freaks, we're the outcasts. We look just like you, we're nothing like you. Your past due. We will eclipse you.
Oh non, non, l'erreur.
We're the aliens. We're the refugees. We walk among you. We're right behind you. Your time is past. Your kind won't last. We're the Dustborn.
Aïe, aïe, aïe. Pas mal, c'était pas mal. On n'a pas débloqué des autres. On va faire tout.
1, 2, 3, 4. Information. Epidemic. Thought pollution. It's systemic. A global eclipse
Maintenir.
of reason. The great American flu. A plague.
Mais quand c'est possible? Non mais je comprends pas. Il y a un problème sur leur truc, c'est buggé. On va. Je comprends, ouais. Des fois j'ai l'impression qu'il y a un décalage. Pas... On peut régler mais ça change rien, j'ai l'impression que c'est buggé, ils ont pas... Faut vraiment qu'ils règlent ça parce que...
Chase the ghosts in the mean machine. We are the ghosts of this machine.
Non mais... Comment tu peux faire... On va maintenir le dernier, je crois. Qu'est-ce que tu veux? Ça... Non, j'ai appuyé, t'as pas le droit. C'est la moins bien. La première, à la limite, ça... Ah ouais, c'est...
When do we need to be there?
The venue? Latest 9 for setup.
Are you really gonna play a concert tonight? After everything?
We have an obligation to the agency and the bar. If we don't show, alarms go off. People start looking for us.
Does it matter? We're almost out of the provinces. Once we cross the Rockies, we're home free.
We still have to get past the Rockies checkpoint into the Heartlands. If the message gets there before we
So
do...
we make a run for it tonight. We get through before they even know we didn't show. I mean, it'd be madness to do the concert, right? Right?
Feels like people need to be less stressed about this. No?
Sure. Our band has done so well, and this concert will be another banger. Anyone saying otherwise is a pessimistic Peter.
Yeah, I guess it'll be kind of fun to see you guys play.
Can we heckle you? Throw rotten tomatoes, that sort of thing.
Why would you want to do that?
I don't know, to keep you motivated? Tomatoes always kept me motivated.
What is wrong with you, kid?
Yeah, so... Also, that they're descended from an ancient race of
Allez se
lizards
coucher.
from Alpha Centauri, and that they arrived on Earth millions of
Y a
years
pas
ago,
de...
bioengineered the human race, and what...
That's
No.
enough about the Puritans, Eli.
Sai. Is that a Muslim name, or...
Actually, no. My dad's Hindu. He wanted a name.
Non, la sonorisation. Allez se coucher. J'espère que le concert se passe correctement. Une heure. 18 octobre 2023. Ah, ok, c'est dans le passé, ok.
Good evening, Rangeley, Colorado.
Il y a une faute, je pense que c'était
Thanks for
2030,
coming
non?
out to
C'est ça?
Main Street.
Ah non, je crois qu'ils se sont trompés. J'ai bien lu 2023, je suis pas fou. Ah, quoique, peut-être que c'est ouais, c'est peut-être leur premier concert. Allez. Bizarre, ouais. Bizarre, bizarre.
We're the freaks, we're the outcasts. We look just like you, we're nothing like you.
Je me concentre, comme le lait.
We're the aliens, we're the refugees. We walk among you, we're right behind you. Time is past, your we're the
Non, non, j'ai raté une... Comment c'est possible? Non, non, mais il s'est bugué leur truc. Vraiment, faites une mise à jour, hein. C'est incroyable. Non, non, je sais pas combien j'étais, mais... C'est à plus de 70, ça j'en suis sûr. Ah, faut vrai. Déjà, il y a un bug, c'est que à chaque fois que tu lances un épisode, ça te reset les autres jeux et tout. D'abord, je suis sûr, même ça te reset les... Ok, ça se finit sur ça, ok. D'abord, 44%. Exprès. Parvient à écouter une discussion entre Théo et sa sœur, comme 77%. Pax utilise un embrouille pour régler la situation. L'équipe doit être... Allez-y. Pax se réveille en pleine nuit. Avec l'aide de ratons laveurs. Ok. Le succès. Ok. L'eau. Ok. Ok.